This is the lecture on part 2 of USB. So in this section I will be explaining about the USB packets, different type of packets and format it supports, and the concept of pipe in USB communication. So in the first section we have discussed about the basic features of USB, its topology, and its type of transfers, etc. So in this section we will be concentrating on the frame format, that is for different type of packets there will be different type of frame formats and the concept of pipe. So we will now see the different field of USB packet. First one is the sync field. All the packets, irrespective of which type of packet it is, you can see that there will be a sync field, and it will be 8 bits long at low and full speed, and for high speed it may be 32 bits long, or it may be shorter. For what is the sync field used? It is for the synchronization of the transmitter and the receiver side, and the last 2 bits of the sync field, it will indicate the end of the sync field and the starting of the next field, that is the packet identifier, that is given by PID. So this next field is a packet identifier. So that is why we have stated in the sync field the last 2 bits may indicate the starting of a packet identifier. So the packet identifier, it is used to identify which type of packet it is sending. So there are 4 bits in the packet identifier. So mainly there are 4 bits allocated for packet identifiers, as you can see 0, 1, 2, 3. And to ensure that it is correctly received, 4 more bits are complemented and it is sent along with it, so that total we get 8 bits. So totally how many bits? 8 bits have been allocated. To ensure that this is received correctly, each of these bits are further complemented. So together it makes 8 bits. Now there can be different types of packets. So we have seen what is packet identifier. So depending upon the value of the packet identifier, there are different types of packets: token, data, handshake, and start of frame packets. Okay, so what will be the token packets? The token packet, it is going to indicate about the type of the transactions which is further to follow. Okay, so these packets will further indicate what actions are going to take place, and so that type what is going to further occur between the device and the peripheral, it will be indicated by the token packet. And the actual data or the payload, that packet is called as data packet. And for acknowledgement, or if any error occurs, so for acknowledgement and for reporting of errors, we use handshake packets. The next type, it is start of frame, that is name indicates that it is going to tell us whether a new frame is going to come. So it indicates the start of a new frame. So these are the several types of packets which is supported by USB protocol. Now next is the address field. So address field specifies which device packet is designated for, and it is a 7 bits long. So in the earlier lecture also we have seen that maximum 127 devices can be supported, but address 0, it will be used only for enumeration purpose. It is not a valid address, it cannot be used, only for enumeration it is used. That is, any attached device that not yet has an address must respond to packets sent to address 0. That is, it has detected a new device. Okay, in such case that device can respond to the host. So that is why address 0 is used. So you can see that the address field, that is 7 bits long, so maximum 127 devices can be supported. Next field is the USB endpoints. Endpoints can be described as data sink or data source and exist in USB devices only. The data stored at any endpoint may either be received from or waiting for being sent to the USB host. Okay, so it is actually a data sink or a data source. It is an endpoint of data transfer, and it can support all the 4 transfer types. That is, we have already seen what are the different types of transfer which can occur using USB protocol. And this field, it is made up of 4 bits. So maximum there will be 16 endpoints, and for low speed devices only 4 possible endpoints will be there. And next one, that is a frame number. So the frame number, it is a 11-bit field which is incremented by the host on a per frame. So as each and every frame gets completed, it will be incremented, and it is 11-bit field, so maximum value is 2047, and this is sent in start of frame as a SOF token. So the frame number when it is required and a new frame is coming. So you can see among the different types of packets where it is coming. Further you can see, for example, when we are discussing about the type of frame, in the start of frame packets, that is if a frame is going to come in such packets only, this frame number, this 11 bit is going to come, not in other packets. So that is what is written here. So it is sent as a SOF token in start of frame packet only. Next one, data field, it's ranged from 0 to 1024 bytes, and it must be an integral number of bytes, and data bits within each byte are shifted with first LSB bit out. So this is the agreed value, or the bytes value of data in this packet. And next field is a cyclic redundancy check, that is for error detection. And data packets have 16-bit CRC, and token packets have 5-bit CRC. And finally, we are having an end of a packet field. It consists of, that is like a stop bit we are using. So how it is indicated, that is first of all it will be indicated by a single-ended 0 for 2-bit period, that is for 2-bit times period, single-ended 0 will be indicated, followed by a J for a 1-bit time. So this indicates that it is the end of a packet. So depending upon all these packets, the frame format is slightly going to differ. So now you know what are these each fields for. That is a sync, packet identifier, address, endpoint, CRC. All these we know, all these fields we know. And we have already seen about that the frame number is going to come as a token in case of only start of frame packets. So depending upon which type of packet it is, the frame format is slightly going to differ. Okay. Now, in the case, when we are considering the case of token packets, there can be again different type of token packets. So it is going to indicate what type of transaction it is going to follow. Suppose in the case of in packet, in means it informs the USB device that the host wishes to read the information. So if the host wishes to read the information, it is a in type. Out means that it informs the device that the host wishes to send the information. So depending upon whether the host wishes to send, okay, so this out stands for host wishes to send out, and here host wishes to read the information, that is in type of frame. And setup means that it is used to begin the control transfer. So if control transfer is to take place, that is a type of setup token packet. So there can be different types of token packets, and the general format for these token packets are as such. Next one, we can have the data packet frame, that is for actual payload. So in the case of the data packet, for transmitting up to 1024 bytes of data, there can be data 0 and data 1. And high-speed devices, if you are using high-speed devices, it can have two more, that is data 2 and M data. That is for very high-speed data transfer. These two formats are supported, and the format of data packet frame will be as such. Next, you will be having about the handshake packet. So in the case of handshake packet, we can have again acknowledgement, negative acknowledgement, and STALL stall. That is, these also means different meanings. So if it is an acknowledgement, it means that the data has been correctly received. Okay, acknowledgement, it means that the packet has successfully been received, and negative acknowledgement means that it has not received. So it has to inform back the sender to retransmit the frame. And stall means that the device is finding that it is in a state that it requires intervention from the host. So the peripheral device is requesting the intervention from host, that is a handshake stall. So these different types of handshake packets, they are having this common format. And finally the start of frame packets. So here the frame number is there. So if it's end of packet, the next packet will be a start of frame packet. So these are the different types of packets supported by USB protocol, and its different types of frame formats. And the next one about the concept of USB pipe. What is a pipe? That is, data we know is transferred between a USB device and USB host through an abstraction. So it's a concept called as pipe. It's purely a software term, and it talks to an endpoint on a device, and that endpoint has got an address. It is a buffer basically on the USB device. It is a term that relates to the hardware itself and independent of the host operating system. The other endpoint of the pipe is always a host controller. So it is actually, the pipe basically means the concept that there is always a host controller and there is always an endpoint. So it is basically a abstract term called as pipe, that is a concept, and it is independent of the host operating system. So it basically means the endpoint of the hardware itself. And the other end of the pipe, it will always be a host controller. And there can be again different types of USB pipes. Okay, that is, stream is there with no USB defined protocol. That is when the connection is already established and the data flow is occurring. That is a stream pipe. Again, there will be default control, that is for providing of access, and then there will be message for controlling the functions of the device, and the host has to configure each pipe with the data bandwidth or the transfer service type, that is depending upon which transfer is required and depending upon the buffer sizes. Okay, so basically the pipe is the abstraction, that is it defines at the one point, it is meaning that an endpoint that is a buffer on the USB device. So that is basically, it relates to the hardware itself, and on the other end of the point it is always a host controller. And in this section we have discussed about the type of USB packets, the frame formats of different types of USB packet, and also about the concept of USB pipe.